Okay, so the next question is, how do I paint this object and get the texture out? Well, it's also quite simple, but I'm going to use the poly paint system. So, there's many different ways to paint, but this is the way I've figured it out so far. You can actually paint each polygon directly. So for using the poly paint, you want to be on your highest subdivision level. Because if you see here, if we go into geometry, I can show you that in a second. First I've got to show you how to, firstly you've just got to create a texture. So you go new texture, we'll make it white, new texture. Then we go poly paint from texture. Then you can start to paint colors on it. If I went to geometry now and lowered that down, you see that the resolution of the painting becomes less, because poly paint treats each vertex as like a pixel. So that's why you want to work on the highest resolution division. So we can obviously paint straight on here. Now you can also paint geometry at the same time if you add and subtract, but we've already exported our model, so we don't want to do that. You want to make sure you're only adding RGB, red, green, blue, onto the model while you're doing this. So I'm just going to put some, alright, black, why not, green. What a beautiful design. Yes, HD work here, and I'm going to bring my draw size down and we can pick up some of these details. How about that? Painting these bits. Obviously this is a disgusting rushed version just to show you the tools, and you can put a lot more effort into yours. But anyway, there's some poly painting. So you have to go back to the texture map now, and you see there's nothing there, so you have to go new from poly paint, and you'll see that the texture now appears. Now we can clone the texture over to here and then click on export. So we'll go fub texture on the desktop and save that out. Okay. And of course you can bring your texture into your assets, and on your material just put your texture into your albedo. Same thing again. We're going to have to flip that vertically. So Control T, flip vertical, save as the same. Yes, replace, and there it is, our texture onto the model. Easy peasy lemon squeezy.